uncovering lies, from ancient pottery to pale blue skies. Every object a clue, a little surprise. From flea markets in Paris to streets in LA, hunters of history never led astray, seeking out the rarest finds every day. Collectors worldwide paving their own way. Dusty attics, hidden stores full of gold, heads held high, never doing what they're told. From postcards to watches, treasures unfold, a journey, endless stories to be sold. From flea markets in Paris to streets in LA, hunters of history never led astray, seeking out the rarest finds every day. Collectors worldwide paving their own way. A globetrotter with a plan in his hand, magnets from Japan, coins from distant lands, hustling treasures from Brazil to Milan, a life's collection like grains of sand. Trading cards, shining gems, works of art, each piece a story you carry in your heart. Old records spinning with a vintage start. Collectors worldwide, each a world apart. From flea markets in Paris to streets in LA, hunters of history never led astray, seeking out the rarest finds every day. Collectors worldwide paving their own way. With passion burning and eyes on the prize, they dig through relics, uncovering lies, from ancient pottery to pale blue skies. Every object a clue, a little surprise. From flea markets in Paris to streets in LA, hunters of history never led astray, seeking out the rarest finds every day. Collectors worldwide paving their own way. Dusty attics, hidden stores full of gold, heads held high, never doing what they're told. From postcards to watches, treasures unfold, a journey, endless stories to be sold.
What's going on, guys? Welcome. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's week's going well. Soup, I see you in the chat, man. What's going on? I haven't been live for a little while, so I feel rusty, but we have an exciting week because last week people were in London. This week they're in Lisbon for an official Vivi event. Vivi actually has a booth with Stacker at the NFC Summit. So Dan actually spoke this morning. He had a keynote presentation about the platform where he talked about Vivi, the Viviverse, and I think Stacker as well. I got my time zones mixed up. I actually thought that they were doing this at noon today, which is why I had the stream scheduled for today, or at this time. But I was working when it dropped, so I'm doing it now. But I've been hearing nothing but positive things. You guys are here along with me for the ride, and we'll get right into it. What's up, Flashin'? This video is only about, it's 17 minutes, so I might hop into VBverse after this and do some building. I'm not entirely sure how long today's stream's going to be, but if you guys have any questions, as always, drop them in the chat. Oh, that audio is not good. Can you guys let me know if audio is okay? I might have to turn this up.
Thanks so much for coming along. My name is Dan. I'm really excited to be talking to you today about a number of projects we've got going on, specifically VB. Should that be working? So today we're going to be
VB Stacker, VBverse.
Empowering the future of digital collectibles. And
by the way, I have high expectations for this video because I saw someone comment, I think it was Daniel Lee. He said this is the best video he's seen in a very long time. So I'm expecting to hear some pretty positive things. Collectively, what's going on, Jan?
Covering three major things, VB, Stacker, and VBverse. So VB is a digital collectible and digital comic platform. It was founded in 2017, all those years ago, even before NFT was really even.
We have AI generated images of David and Dan.
Basically by two nerds, me and David, up on screen here. And that's David in the white hat, by the way.
Is audio okay, guys?
One mission, and that
We got
mission
Biggest
was
Bro in the
basically
chat. What's going on, man? It's been a little while since I talked to you.
Digital age.
I hope you're doing well. You're crushing it with VB Radio.
Since we did that, we've sold over 6
Proven market
million
demand.
digital collectibles. Sorry, the clicker's a little bit behind.
Is audio okay, guys? Yeah? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Too loud?
Should I put content in this thing? Oh, here we go. 6 million digital collectibles sold. 4 million digital comics.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sorry, this is not working too well. Where should I point this? There we go, it's coming up. 4 million digital comics sold.
It's very grainy as well. It's kind of hard to see.
$1.4 billion through the secondary market, and we've sold to users in 150 countries around the globe. So how
1.4 billion. He just breezed past that. Audio's perfect. Awesome.
we basically started off by bringing on some of the world's largest brands, which should be coming up on the screen at some point. Sorry about this. Our mission, in the collectible space was really to bring on all the brands that people know and love.
They got Sony here again. David was wearing that Sony hat in one of the recent interviews. They've been talking about this license for a couple of years now, and I don't know if we have that in the brands tab. Do we?
Everything from Marvel to Disney, even Lamborghini, Coca-Cola, as well as
Can't wait to Lincoln Vegas, man. This year is going to be really fun.
a lot of other.
It's going to be surreal. It's going to be even better than last year, which is kind of hard to believe.
And our main,
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that
was
too.
Really create an amazing digital collecting experience, which is going to come up in hopefully a moment, which is the VB app.
Just having trouble with this. I did talk to MC. I think they're going to be posting a video on their YouTube channel soon. That's like a proper video presentation, because this one's really grainy. So I'm hoping they drop this any minute now.
The digital collecting experience, which is the VB app, and it's comprised of a whole digital collectible experience. Number one, starting off with digital collectibles. Number two, digital comics.
They need to hire a cameraman.
Some of the world's leading publishers. VBverse, which is our digital collectible playground. You have features like augmented reality and interaction with all of your branded digital collectibles. We also have a very, very strong community. I think there's a couple of them here.
A couple of them.
And we have our secondary marketplace where users can buy and sell and trade collectibles amongst each other. So overall,
EC says it's going to be a hot summer. I agree. We got some big plans coming.
On the left,
Oh, you know what? Someone remind me later on. Let's talk about that Minecraft thing because I haven't talked about it on the channel yet. I'm pretty convinced that they have that. And I got a little bit more info from London as well about that license. So that's an interesting one to talk about.
you can see we sell
What up, Fro?
premium high-end.
I'm driving but listening in. Not sure what we're looking at here. It's the keynote presentation from Dan in Lisbon from this morning.
Digital collectibles we have from brands like Marvel, Ablaze, Humanoid, the biggest popular collectors of the world. And of course, everything is backed and minted on-chain
Nice.
as NFTs for the scarcity and authentication. So today I'm really excited to talk to you guys about StackR. StackR represents the next evolution in VD's collecting experience.
This is where I hope the presentation doesn't get confusing for new people. Because 1 minute we're talking about Vivi and now we're talking about StackR, so.
And it's back.
Hey, we got Vivi in the chat. Good timing. Thank you for your coverage of our COO. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. We got Bilbo in the chat. Biggest news we couldn't have gotten. Oh, we could have gotten, in my opinion.
By the OMI token, and it makes OMI accessible.
Vivi Zombie's here as well. I talked about the possibility of Minecraft on my show last week. There we go. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
On the StackR marketplace. It leverages the base network, everything on L2 network. And it breaks down barriers by bringing the Web3 space into the virtual.
What is that on the ground? A microphone?
Breaking down barriers.
That's weird.
It is the first platform that enables cryptocurrency to be purchasing premium digital collectibles from VD's licensed brands. And it also bridges the ecosystem by bringing VD's 10 million plus digital comics and digital collectibles into the Web3 community. Through our peer-to-peer marketplace, users can trade using OB to OMI with no barriers. We offer on-chain payments.
Is this the first official presentation of StackR from Vivi?
Transactions occur on the
I think so, right?
Fully decentralized, so there's no intermediary required. Users can just trade directly with each other. And it unlocks real value in the sense that you can sell VV collectibles directly for cryptocurrency and then realize those profits as monetary value. It offers a simple, powerful interface with some advanced collecting capabilities and trading capabilities. So all payments are processed on the base network, providing super scalable payments.
Mm-hmm.
We have seamless connection between Vivi and StackR, which basically.
Do we have any people who are in Lisbon right now in the chat?
Security and the connectivity with your.
Where's Sven when you need him?
Everything syncs with Vivi, so as soon as you do a transaction on StackR, it will automatically sync with your account, offering a unified collection. Through the StackR platform, all of the transaction fees are sponsored, and this is really important for us. It eliminates all of the barriers and makes it really easy for people to participate in the platform.
Nice.
You can sign up with your Vivi account, and you can.
Super says, love to hear cryptocurrency and Vivi in the same sentence. Yeah, I'm trying to get used to it as well. It's definitely it's a change of pace for sure. It's a different style of presentation than what we're used to. I haven't really seen something like this, I think, ever from them.
Connect an external wallet to the platform.
At least in a public setting like this.
One of the really cool things is that it offers really detailed analytics, it offers market trends, it allows you to make informed decision-based discovery around what you can purchase and what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You can trade, you can analyze, and you can engage with the VV assets all across both platforms. It's also linked in directly with VV's Master Collector program. So as you participate on StackR, you buy and sell, it allows you to redeem those MCP points and preserves those benefits all the way through. So as you're earning these MCP points, you can then interact with them on VV and on the StackR platform. All of the transaction fees that burn OMI, creating a deflationary token. And I just want to talk a little bit about OMI. So OMI is the token that is...
Wow, they're covering all bases right now. VV, Stacker, OMI, VV Verse. Is Dr. Profit going to speak? I don't know. That guy's been very private.
And also backs the StackR platform. And with OMI, you can basically purchase VV NFTs on StackR from some of the world's leading brands.
You know, that was something I was thinking about the other day more, though, is for somebody like Dr. Profit in a position like him, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I'm starting to pay a lot more attention to this whole, like people getting extorted for money. Kidnapped in some extreme cases. It's kind of scary to think about, but you know, back like it's starting to happen now. But you would hear stories of like 4 or 5 guys who would plan out heists to go and get millions from a bank for 5 or 6 months or something like that, right? You don't need to do that anymore. You can just go after someone who's walking down the street with $5 million in their wallet, which is a scary thing to think about. So, people like the guys behind Wilder World, they keep their identities hidden. I know Dr. Profit's wearing the mask before and Spider-Man stuff. I don't blame people like that at all. Yeah, I mean, think of Ready Player One, right? I mean, the guy got attacked in real life over what happened in the metaverse.
Stake your OMI, you can earn even more.
It sounds far-fetched to a certain extent, but I really don't think we're far from it either.
MCP points, which can be used in the platform itself.
What up, G Money?
Through the OMI utility, OMI utility offers payments on Immutable X and StackR, as well as offers token rewards for some of the OMI-based games, such as Epico Rego, some of you guys might know that, and one of the games we have coming out in the future called Tengoku.
Oh, he said it. You guys remember that game? I haven't heard that title in a little while. Tengoku's that 2D. It's not like a platformer, but it's got some like, well, it's different elements. I think platforming. You got some like shooting, and action and stuff like that in it. But it's cool to know they're still working on it, I guess.
Are all built on base layer 2 blockchain, and OMI is accessible on a number of globally recognized exchanges. Feel free to take a seat, guys. And obviously, we've just brought out the VVverse, which I'll be discussing in a moment, and OMI will become the token for our metaverse. So really excited to...
There you go. So David talked about how they were working with gaming companies to try and figure out how they were going to integrate the token a little bit more into the VVverse. So I like to hear that, because I know that was like a very bullish point for a lot of people who got into the token back in like 2021, was everyone was like, oh yeah, this is what's going to back the VVverse. And I know the VVverse came 3 years later than what people expected. Side scroller game. That's another way of saying it. Roguelike platformer. There you go.
Talk about some of those features coming up in the future. And for anybody
sign up today and receive 100,000 OMI?
Here who is new to OMI,
wow.
New to VV, new to StackR, you come to our booth at G4.
Reading that right? Just start your yeah.
We're going to be offering 100,000 OMI to anybody who signs up today, so you can actually start buying and purchasing your digital collectibles. Together with StackR, we are working on a game-changing framework for collectibles. Now, this is something that will essentially enforce royalties for licensors, but it will also allow for self-custody and interoperability as we move into this Web3 space. We want to help enable licensors to bring their licensing agreements on-chain. That will also help give them a lot more control over their digital assets, both on and off the VV and StackR platforms. That will also help give them a lot of...
I need to hear that again.
As we move into this Web3 space. We want to help enable licensors to bring their licensing agreements on-chain. That will also help give them a lot more control over their digital assets, both on and off the VV and StackR platforms.
Yeah, that sounds super bullish. To be honest, I don't entirely know what that means. Bringing the licensing agreement on the blockchain, I don't know what benefits that's...
VV's content. And then it also includes backup of the high quality 3D assets that VV provides. And one of the things that's most exciting for me is allowing people to be able to sell VV NFTs through any sales platform. So, you know, you might have a Shopify account, or Disney might have a platform.
Okay, whoa. Is this the point people are talking about? Someone let me know in the chat. Is this the point people are talking about? Or was it the last one? Because I find the Shopify thing way bigger. Bilbo says, glad I didn't spoil anything in the comments. Oh, so is this what you're talking about? I think you have to be new to VV to get the 100,000 OMI. Yeah, sign up today, it said.
It's going to allow them to integrate VV into their platform so people can buy digital collectibles and digital content through these expanded sales channels. And the great thing here, what we're really aiming for, is to bring VV and our licensors directly into the Web3 space while maintaining our true collectible authenticity.
Okay, I love that first off, but what I'm thinking about now is how smart it is for them to do it the way that they're doing it. Because if you think about it, they went and got all the licensors first, and now they're going to all the platforms that have built the, like, if Amazon, Shopify, if you go to Amazon or Shopify and you go, hey, we have this brand with Back to the Future on it, right? It's cool. But if you go back to Shopify or Amazon, you say, and we also have Disney and Marvel and Star Wars and Sony, and just keep going down the list, obviously it's more valuable for whatever company you're pitching it to. So that's super cool. I'm also thinking about how I just shut down my Shopify store, which...
So super excited about StackR. Come down to the booth if you want to learn more.
I think that means that through the contract, if it's sold off platform, they still get the royalties made. Interest. I'd be curious to learn a little bit more about that, because I mean, I'm not gonna stand here and pretend like I do know it. G Money says, my guy said Shopify. Hey, we got Shawnee Poo in the chat. What is going on, dude? It's been a little while. I think I talked to you last time in Vegas. I hope you're doing really well, man. I got your little Black Panther art piece right next to me, actually. Thinking of selling digital collectibles on Whatnot. That's a game changer. I need to also learn more about Whatnot, because Whatnot's a very interesting platform. I think I heard Gary Vee talking about it a lot more too, but I also know it's a platform where there was a lot of very questionable things that happened on it in like 2020 and 2021. So I don't know how well they've cleaned that stuff up, but I know that there's a lot of people who run like live scams and stuff where they're like opening Pokemon cards that have already been opened and stuff.
Talk to you guys a little bit about the VVverse. So this is the latest release that we've come up with. It has been in the works for a couple of months. And it is basically our metaverse for digital collectibles. And ultimately, it is your digital playground for your digital collectible content. It allows you to create virtual spaces. In those virtual spaces, as you can see in the image there, you can place your 3D collectibles, you can place your 3D comics, and you can customize, decorate, whether that's with furniture, or plants, or paintings. It's highly interactive, so you can share and you can socialize. You can also bring in your own custom some avatars, like you can see my one.
I wouldn't say highly interactive, Dan. I wouldn't say highly interactive.
Yeah,
maybe for building, not social.
as close as
Yeah.
possible. Right now, Videoverse is available as a desktop app. It also has VR headset support, so if any of you have got one of those, I highly recommend trying it. We have our mobile app coming very soon. I'm going to be giving some demos down at the booth if anybody wants to see that.
Nice.
So the really cool thing here is that, as collectors, we love to set up our collectibles. I mean,
It's a live auction,
for me,
basically.
I've got
Yeah.
shelves all throughout my house with my collectibles.
Yeah, I'll look more
on
into it, for sure.
And however, there's always limitations with space. So the great thing is, in the Videoverse, you can create your...
Oh, look at that. That's high rise. That's the first world we built.
Unlimited, basically, virtual showrooms.
I was not expecting that.
You want, put your collectibles everywhere.
That's the old version of it, though, actually.
You've got collectibles. You can add furniture and decoration and X-wing up there if you want. Even add all your own lighting effects to create a really, really immersive and beautiful environment. And we also realize that some people are really talented at 3D, or they're happy to sort of dive into that and build their own, or you can choose from some of our
Digital Vibes, are you not in there yet?
And
Are you waiting for mobile?
You can bring in all your own shapes. So you can either bring in, we've got furniture libraries and all that kind of thing, but if you want to build something from scratch on your own, you can bring in a shape, whether it's a cube, you can apply materials to it.
Fro, I am. I am, yes, sir.
And really build up your whole environment. And the really cool part is that it's a social experience. For me, people
Oh, look
love
at that. He's showing
sharing
different
collectibles.
worlds.
I mean, in some ways, it's a
Voice
bragging
crack. That was
right.
embarrassing.
If
Whose world is that?
people love to share their collectibles. I mean, in some ways, it's a bragging right. If you've got a VV Gold or Silver card, you're obviously going to be bragging about that. So it's highly interactive. You can invite people in there. We've got audio, we've got video, we've got text chat. The other cool thing is that, as some people in this room will know, is that you can invite people in with certain permissions. So if I'm not really good at creating my own environment, I can actually invite people in, and I can give them access to build up my whole world for me and have access to my collectibles. And this basically leads into collaboration.
I like how in-depth he's getting with this present. I wasn't expecting for him to cover like all of these areas like as much as he is. Jan says mobile will be a game changer. I think it's going to help a lot more people just use it a little bit more. But I know that there's going to be quite the limit on the how do I say it? Like the size of the space, like how many collectibles and stuff you can put in. Digital Vibe says, I want to make an obstacle course and climbing maps. That would be amazing. And I think when something like the holo scripting feature gets enabled, if they can allow us to like script out features like that, where we can grab something, or even jump, that'd be awesome. Am I able to talk about it? So I'm in the group of beta testers. I have not used it yet. So I'm just waiting to get access to the actual app.
Collaborative building and interaction. We've seen people creating games in there, and we have some really cool gaming features coming up in the future. You can import avatars from platforms like Ready Player Me. We've already seen people, create their own really cool merch. So, if anybody wants to send me some of that, I'm open to it. But I can basically talk about the features all day, but what I really want to do now is show you guys some examples from the community.
Oh, look at that.
And the majority of this stuff has been built by scratch. So here's the showroom that one
High rise again.
Everything
That's
here
awesome.
is built up from simple shapes and applied materials, and then brought in all of the collectibles.
Shout out to Dan, California Comics. There you go. Shout out to Dan, man. I appreciate him doing this.
Not have Pokemon. Somebody built that.
Oh, he even said it. That's funny. I was gonna say, I'm surprised he's showing the Pokemon machine, because David was talking about how that's like copyright infringement to an extent. So
I just want to confirm we do not have Pokemon. Somebody.
I just want to confirm.
Start tweeting about it.
That's funny.
So as you can see, you know, you can do some really creative stuff, and it really is.
I've seen this one as well. That was really good.
Imagination.
I think that's tech, right?
This one here is particularly impressive. Somebody's created the Triumph.
Yeah, that's really good.
In the front, all the collectibles around. This one I also really like. It's a beautiful Star Wars themed.
Is that Igor? I think that's Igor. Igor, sorry.
This one I wanted to put it. This is a recent release we did with Blackpink, the K-pop band, and it just shows, you know, some of the things, the cool things you can do with the lighting. You know, with some spotlights on the front, the characters in the back, you know, slightly in the dark.
That's cool. That's cool.
Within the VV-verse, we also have features like depth of field.
The cars look so good in the verse too.
Amazing depth of field in the shot.
The interiors are just
something amazing. And also sticking with the Lambo, I just put this in here because it makes the Lamborghinis look so realistic. I mean, and, you know,
that's the best.
These are digital.
That's the best interior too. I think in any car so far is the Aventador. The interior is so clean. It's so nice. They nailed it. 10 out of 10.
Like, you know, this is the type of effort that we put into our digital collectibles to make them super realistic. And finally, in the VV-verse now, we can really realize, you know, the beauty of these collectibles. So, thank you so much for coming along today, guys. Again, we're at booth G4.
That seems to be it.
On our socials, we do have some very exciting announcements coming out in the next couple of weeks that I think is going to make everybody, especially in our community, really excited. Okay,
let's talk about that because I think one of them is Minecraft. I think it is. Okay. Where do I start? I feel the team would be foolish to post something like that knowing how our community reacts. And let me even go a little further. The people that come to mind first off when I think of who puts that post out is MC and Corey, who are two people who came from our community who know how we're going to react. So I'm thinking, I'm like, they have to have had permission to put something related to Minecraft on their official page. That's the way I'm thinking about it. I've also talked to team members who have been like, well, if we take a photo of a collectible and put it next to another collectible and then post that on our main page, they have to get permission to do that. But if I was to take two photos and put them on social media, that's not an issue. So I feel like, again, that they would have to get permission in order to post Minecraft. Another thing that makes me think that they actually have it is a little bird told me, and apparently I leaked this on X the other day. I didn't realize I was the first person to say this, but a little bird told me that when David was drinking in London, I guess he had mentioned that this license has like 350 million users or like fan base. I don't know the exact term he used because obviously I wasn't there. Fans, users, I don't know, but he said it's for Gen Zs. Okay. I'm Gen Z. The first two that come to mind, the only two that come to mind, really, for 350 million users outside of something like a Call of Duty is Minecraft and Roblox. So I'm like, they have to have Minecraft, and if they announce that, we're going live the moment they do. But what's everyone's thoughts on that? Collectively says, would be huge. Minecraft on the VVverse mobile app would be insane. He talked about how, I think he said something about how there's going to be promo codes for you to either redeem something on the app or to redeem something in the game. But he said it would enhance your in-game experience. I'm pretty sure. So, and again, I just want to be clear. Obviously, I wasn't there, so I'm just relaying what I've been told. But 350 million users, I mean, there's not a lot of titles that have reached that level. Minecraft, Roblox, Call of Duty, Halo. No, I don't even know if Halo went up that high at one point. And then maybe we're talking like, you know, is World of Warcraft Gen Z or is that millennial? I don't entirely know, but I think if it's a large gaming title like Minecraft, that could be massive. So anyways, guys, I don't want to keep this stream too short, so I am going to hop in the VVverse and I'm going to build a little game that I have in mind. It's going to be Battleship. So we're going to make that quickly, and then Jan, I don't know if you're still watching, man, but let me know if you want to do what you were talking about on stream. Because if not, then I can just do it with you after stream. But we can do it for all the people watching if you want to do it that way. But let me know. Let me hop in the verse. Shoot. WoW is definitely millennial. Okay. I didn't really play that game much, but I know it's definitely up there in terms of user base. Okay, so we're in an empty space. I want to build battleship. I gotta bring up reference shots here because I can't remember the size of these ships. Drink over here. Battleship. The game. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. Okay, that photo works. Okay, so what I want to do is I'll drag this on here so I can still see the chat, and then I'll just pop between the two. Why is no one talking about the... Am I the only one that saw that? Good eye, good eye. GTA. What about it? GTA 6? More delays? That's why I built the Autoverse. You know, that was inspired after the GTA garages. I was like, I don't want to wait for my GTA 6 garage anymore. I'm just going to build it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 3s, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 5. Oh, wait, what's the grid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 by 10? Yes. So I'll show you guys a little trick that I used to build the ceiling in the Autoverse. Because some people were asking me how long it took me for me to place like all the cubes down, and it didn't actually take long because I used a little trick. Do I have? Oh, I have one down already. Okay, so we'll center this so I know where the center point is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale the cube up so that it's just the right size, so that when I use the actual grid points, it just allows me to drag and drop. So I'm going to use meters. We'll do this. Place another one. Place another one. Did I delete the floor? What's going on? Okay. Weird. Weird. 0, 0. Then, so see how there's like a little bit of room like this? So what we'll do is we'll scale this up just a little bit. Cover half of that space so that when I duplicate this, oops. I scaled up the whole cube. I duplicate that. What is going on with the duplicates? Did they update this? Because it's duplicating it in the same spot now. That's weird. So see how there's just a little bit of a line in between now? So now all I need to do is just... They gotta fix this. Okay, so it's at 0. So we just need duplicate. There we go. Why was it? Move on. I'll move on. Did Josh just confirm Electra in Minecraft? All I heard was enhanced in-game experience. Oh man. Good to know that Fro's still committed. He's loyal. There. Speaking of enhancing the experience, let me enhance this live stream with some music. Library, playlists, background music. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. Should be good. Zero, 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 so they're all the same height. How many is that? Is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 9. Okay, this won't even take long to build either. I'm curious why. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, we got Wes in the building. What up, bro? Glad you like it. All AI generated. Definitely helps with the copyrights. How are you feeling about the presentation though, Wes? I know you're always talking about the token. All right, so we got 10 by 10. I'll finish that grid in a sec. We'll make the boats real quick. I'm gonna do this very simple. Because the trick to make this game work is you need to make sure the boat's all one shape, so people can just move it easily. So it's just gonna be a rectangle or whatever. Okay, so now we need a ship that's two squares. So 0, 0. Put this right in the dead center of these two. Every 4 years, Dan says. Part of the cycle. Like Bitcoin. I have not been with Vivi for 4 years, so I couldn't even tell you. I don't think. Okay, now I'm getting picky. Now I'm getting picky. We'll just do that. Okay. So we'll make the small ship a certain color. Let's make it red. Okay. Small ship. We need only one of those. Then we need one that's going to be 3. Boom. And then watch this. You guys are going to witness the... Oh. Of course it doesn't do it. I'm going to say the material is going to screw up. Let's do orange. We're going to need 2 of these. There. And then we need 1, 4. 1, 4. Go. There you go. You guys just witnessed it live. Now I gotta retexture all 3. Let's just make it green. Okay, so boom. And then we need 1 that covers 5. Boom. Blue. Yeah, why is this green? You know what's okay? So the world that I built for Dr. Fuse, that world had 3,200 shapes in it, and I think the amount of materials in my materials tab was 6,500 or something like that, which for anyone who builds knows that that is like a huge discrepancy. Like there should be more materials than shapes in your world, because you might put, 2 or 3 to test what a material looks like on a certain shape. But to have like a couple thousand difference is like, I had to keep reapplying the same textures a million times in that map. So it'll be grid on this side. We can use this for the wall. And then this. Texture. Plane. Change it to black. Spawn point is here. Which means I need to move this over a bit. Can't help but get in the zone when I build. Okay, so these are the pieces. We'll change the colors at the end. Doesn't really matter now, but these are the pieces. So we need five on each side. Duplicate, 8, 8, 8. Select them all, drag them to the other side, and then all that's pretty much left is the grid. Now I'm okay with this space in between here because I'm going to be putting a line to make it look like a grid anyways, so that's going to be hidden. Does building in the Vverse use a lot of, or have the ability to show you inference with shapes? Can you elaborate, man? I don't know if I'm reading that right. How did I use the grid on these points, but now they're not lining up? Oops. Weird. Oh, it's because this line's off. There. There. Two. Matching lengths or snapping to ends, aligning shapes up. I use SketchUp and it has a lot of info. So the only, the best way to do that right now is just kind of doing what I'm doing, which is looking at the X, Y, and Z coordinates for these three right here: position, rotation, scale, and then just copying and pasting them to line them up. But right now they don't have, pardon me, they don't have anything like that right now, no. Yeah, I don't always pick up on terms like that. Okay. I just realized my face cam is hiding the points that I'm using. I'm so sorry. I don't need... I move this over here. Is that better? Maybe that's better. Oh, this is why I say they need the hotkeys. If I could just copy and paste with my left hand right now on my keyboard, just spam that on my keyboard and drop all these in a second. Hey, we got Robbie in the chat. What up, man? What did you miss? We just went over the interview with Dan. Or not interview, sorry, the keynote presentation that he did this morning in Lisbon. Rob, are you working or are you chilling at home? Any big announcements? A few. They said this stuff's going to be interoperable, hopefully with other marketplace platforms like Shopify, eBay. And then also they're going to be taking their, I don't know if it's all of them, but some of their licensing agreements with their partners on the blockchain. So that it sounds like that they, the licensor will have more control. That's huge. Yeah. It's a great presentation, so. That event, I think, is only happening now today and tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, right? It goes to the 5th, so. I assume that's probably the major presentation for the event. Unless they announce that large gaming brand while they're there. I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of a world that I'm building right after this. That's how I'll end stream. Just for those who've stuck with us till the end. Finish this grid. Oops. Robbie, I don't know if you're still here because I know you're working, but we'll have to run this next week or something, or maybe this week. I'll finish building this tonight and then make a video or something. Okay. Doesn't need to be a complicated build at all. I'm just gonna need to come up with some sort of like marker to know what spots have been hit, which will just be like a red cylinder or something that you'd place on top of the cubes. But then all you would do each round is whoever has an invite to the world, you just give them creator permission. They can just drag this onto the grid. So this is their large ship. Right, covers 5, then they got 4, 3, 3, 2. And then I'll have to put a grid on here as well to mark where it's been hit. But then yeah, you would just drag the pins on top. Simple little game. There you go. But if you guys have been enjoying the stream, please take a moment to hit the thumbs up button. It would help a lot. And we'll wrap the stream up with, well, I got this that I built yesterday. It's just the opening spot. Like, I just started it, so. Cool little, I don't even know what you would call this. But the things are spinning. It reminds me of Asgard, actually. Just because I guess it's in space, but. This is one. And then I'm building this with Rob. I'm calling it the VV Tower. We got the CN Tower, we got the Eiffel Tower, but we don't have the VV Tower. And this is a big one. This is going to take a little while. You guys see the V's? The V's in the wall on the side? I'm building this one with all triangles, so like the walls protruding out and stuff, but had help with Robbie on this one so far. And this should be a good one when it's done. These are going to be like landing zones for X-Wings and TIE fighters and stuff. I was thinking of, what's the hotel called? The 7-star hotel in Dubai, the one that's on the water. Forget the name of it, but I was thinking about that. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up the stream, guys. If you guys did enjoy, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. And then in terms of content, I'm not entirely sure what the next episode's going to be. The reason why I've been a little, well, not inactive, but not as active as I normally am is just because I have been, well, it's for all good reasons. Just a lot of VVverse projects in the background right now. And I kind of got hit with a little bit more than, I got a little overwhelmed at one point. So I just took a step back to try and prioritize some of the work. And yeah, so I got several builds, many that I'm very excited to share you guys, share more about, but not going to talk about them yet, but they will be revealed soon, hopefully in the next month or so. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everyone sticking through, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.